Okay, right now on your screen you can see we are having this estimation sheet because most of the students had mistakes in that one. So that's why I decided to go through that one quickly and before going to the next step. I told you if you are given estimation and estimation is in the form of it's using an addition sign, it's using a multiplication sign, or it's using a division sign. So we will round to one significant figure. For square root, the rule is slightly different. I will come to that rule also, okay? Because there was some question about that, which most of you did not actually. So that's why I will come to that also. For square root, we have a separate rule, okay? Like the first question was about the estimation. We have to estimate. So, for the estimation, we need to round off each term to one significant figure. For example, if we have to estimate this one, so I will round this to one significant figure. If I will round it to one significant figure, make sure like one or two students send me the work directly. First they solve and then estimate. No, it's not like that. What you have to do first, round this to one significant figure, round this to one significant figure. Okay, for example, this is 2.9. If I will round this to one significant figure, make sure I'm rounding to one significant figure because estimation, if it involves multiplication, if it involves subtraction, addition, or division sign, so you have to round each number to one significant figure. So in that case, what I have to do when I have to round to one significant figure, this is 2.9, okay? 2.9 when I will round to one significant figure, so this is the first significant figure, okay? Now, if this is first significant figure, so I will write it I have to leave this one, okay? When I have to leave this one, so before leaving, this is 9, so it will add 1 here. So to one significant, it will be 3. Time now, if I have to round 401 to one significant figure, so this is first significant figure, 4. But to keep the magnitude, the remaining numbers of the whole part, we make 0. So 400, it will be 400. So when I will round this to, now we round it to one significant, then I have to calculate. So it will be 3 into 400. So will become 1200. So that will be your final answer, 1200. So make sure if any one of you make the mistake in that one, please correct that one. Okay. Always, I will correct your work because if even we spend time on that, this is very important to go for the correction of your work because an unchecked work and uncorrected work might be more dangerous than an unsolved work. So that is why we will must go through that one. Okay. Now next one is work out an estimate for the value of 7.1 into 97. Again, I mentioned you, we must have to round to one significant figure to each one. So I will round this 7.1 to one significant figure. If I will round this to one significant figure, what it will be? This is first significant figure. And then it means I have to leave this one. So decimal part we can leave. And that part is just 1, so it will not add anything. So it will be 7 if I will round to one significant figure. Time 97. Okay, if I have to round to 97 to one significant figure, so this is first significant. Okay, so I have to leave this one. While leaving this one, it will add 1 in this. So if in 9 I will add 1, so it will become 10. And then this remaining digits, of course, if it is whole number, so remaining digit I have to make 0 to give the magnitude. So it will become 100. Now 7 into 100 will be 700. That is its estimation. Okay. Now, in the same way, if I have to estimate this one, what I need to do here, who got disconnected? One of the student got disconnected, who is, because this, yeah, okay. Now, estimate the value of this one. Now, again, don't forget to round to one significant figure. I will round this to one significant figure. If I will round this to one significant figure, so it will become, for example, this 908, if I'm rounding to one significant figure, this is first significant. So I have to leave these two. So it will be 9. And then, of course, it is whole number. So the remaining digits of the whole part, I have to make 0, 900. So 900 over. Now round this to one significant figure. Now 2 points. 0.03, if I will round to one significant figure, it will become 2. So divide by 2. So 900 divided by 2, 900 divided by 2, it will be 450. So I will write the answer 450. That is in the same way. Now for this word problems, most of you did not, and that was quite normal because I told you if any question you cannot, you can just leave it for me. Now the question is Stouts buys 72 packets of the crisp at 19 pence. Now you know pence is the unit for the pound because here the unit pound is used. Okay. So first of all, what I have to do is there are 72 packets at 90 pence each. So estimate the total cost. Now, right now I have to estimate the total cost. And for estimation, we know very well each involved term because obviously if this is the price for one pack, this is price of one pack. I can write price of one is 19 pence. 19 pence, if I round to, because I want my answer, final answer in the pound, so I should convert the pence into pound. We will learn the conversion of the money also, don't you worry about that, because last time we started our topic conversion. But right now in this particular question, as we have to use it, so that's why I'm moving to that one. What you have to do right now, you will convert this 19 pence into pound. So if we have to convert the pence into pound, just like halala, we convert to real, so we divide by 100. So this 19, I will divide with 100. So if I will divide 19 with 100, what it will become? It will become 0.19. So I will write 0.19 pound. Now this is the pound symbol. This is price of one. Now, as I have to estimate, so I told you for estimation, each one must be rounded to one significant figure, to the first significant figure. Okay. Now, in that case, if I have to round this one, let it be in the same form. Okay. Now, what I have to do is I converted this one first to 0.19 pound. So if what is Stout buys 72 packets of the crisp at 19 pence each. Now, number of packets are how many? Packets are 72. Now, for such particular case, we have to use our common sense as well. Because if I will round it to one significant figure exactly, so what will happen? It will round to zero actually. Because if I will round to one significant figure, so no, sorry, it will be just in that case, rounding to one significant figure, it will be because this is first significant. And then I have to add one in this one. So it will be 0.20 pound. Okay. This is for rounding to one significant figure. Now, same way, I will round this also to one significant figure. This is first significant figure. And the remaining part of the whole number, I have to make 0. So there are, we will round the package to 70. So what will be the total estimated price? So I will say total estimated price. What will be total estimated price? It will be 70 times 0.20. Okay, let's calculate this one now. 70 times 0.20. So what we will get? We will get 14 pounds. So approximately 14 pound will be. All right. If directly you will do, what it will be 72 times 0.19. That will give you 13.68. So that can round to a whole number to 14. But estimation in that case where multiplication or division is involved is always to one significant figure. So for such question you have to do in this way. I appreciate those students who at least tried that one. So it doesn't matter if you make the mistake, but you can correct now that one. Please make sure this one is clear. Especially this part why I
Yes,
convert
sir.
pence
Yes,
to
sir.
pound. Why I convert the pence to pound because my final answer I required in pound. Okay, and then of course I have to round it to one significant figure, so I use that. All right. This one is quite easy. Most of you did it correct. Again, don't first multiply and estimate. No, first each one round to one significant figure. Round this to one significant figure. Sam, understood or not? Sam. Please make sure that you understand that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to round this to one significant figure, one significant figure, and one significant figure, and then like this is 58.8. If I have to round to one significant figure, so what it will be? It will be, this is first significant, yes? Now I have to leave these. Before leaving these, the very next one is 8, so it will add 1 in this one. It will become 6. But look, 58.8 and 6, too far. So just to keep the magnitude, the whole part, because this is whole part. The first digit of whole part we wrote already. The second digit, the remaining digit of the whole part, not the decimal part, I will make 0. So it means it will become 60. Time for 20.9. 20.9. Now, this is first significant figure. I don't need this. Okay. I will just, and very next is 0. So I will write 2. But again, 2 and 20, lot of difference. So to keep the magnitude, this is whole part. So the first digit of the whole part we already wrote. The remaining digit I will make 0. It's already 0, so write 0. So 20 over, this is 101.4. Round it to one significant figure. This is first significant. We wrote. Now I don't need this because I want only one significant figure. First significant figure I wrote already. Now what I have to do is, in this case, it will be 1. So to keep the magnitude, the first significant one I already wrote. Now remaining, these are 2 digits of the whole part. So I will make them 0. So it will be 100. And now you can calculate. You're free to calculate with your calculator. 60 times 20. And the answer you have to divide with 100. You will get 12. So this is your result after estimation. All right. Next one again is similar to that one. Estimate the total cost of 31 televisions at 196.50 pound each and 19 DVD players at 50.99 each. Show clearly how you obtain your answer. So what I have to do, first I will calculate the total cost of television, estimated cost of television. Then I will take the estimated cost of DVDs. Okay. So first I'm taking TV. Now for TV, how many TV I have? How many TVs are? 31. So if I will round this to one significant, because each term I have to round to one significant. So what the result will be? This is first significant 3. And then I have to leave this. But as it is a whole number, so remaining part of the whole number I should must make 0. Okay. Now what is the price of each TV? Okay. Cost of each. What is the cost of each? It is 196.50 pounds. Oh, sorry, I wrote the symbol of dollar by mistake. It should be symbol of pound. All right, this is pound symbol. Now, if I have to round this to one significant figure, so what it will be? Rounding it to one significant figure, this is first significant. Of course, I have to leave these. But before leaving, the very next digit is 9, so it will add 1 in this one. It will become 2. Now, to keep the magnitude, this is whole part, yes? The remaining 2 digits of the whole part I will make 0. So it's rounded to 200. So now what will be estimated cost of TV? So TV costs, we have 30 TV. For each one, the cost is 200. So 30 times 200. If you will multiply 3 times 2, 6,000 pounds. Okay, this is for the TV. Now I have to go for
Sir,
the
excuse
DVD.
me.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm all ears. I'm listening.
Could you explain the
Sorry, Sam, your mic is making
because
some. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can you make sure to check your mic, please? I'm sorry, unable to hear you. Someone else is able to listen him? Please.
No, sir.
No. So Sam, please check your mic. Come back with that again. So Of course, I will answer. Anyone else have any question about that one, please? I always appreciate questioning because questioning is a part of learning. Ask as many questions as you can. Okay, coming to the DVD. Okay, I will come for the DVD now. How many DVDs are? There are 19 DVDs. So I have to round it to one significant. So this is first significant. So I need to leave it. But before leaving it is 9. So it will add 1. It will become 2. And the remaining digits of the whole part will become 0. Yes, Simon, you are back again. If you want to ask your question, I'm listening. Excuse me, Simon. Please feel free to ask the question. Never hesitate. I think, okay. Let's see. Now, 19 DVDs. What is the cost of each? Okay, cost of each. Cost of each is 50.99. 50.99 pounds. Now I have to round it to one significant figure. Okay, this is first significant figure. And I need to leave all of these. Before leaving, the next one is 0, so it will not put any effect on 5. So write 5. And the remaining digits of this one, of course, the whole part will be 50. Okay. So now what will be the DVD's cost? Estimated cost, of course, we are writing DVD's cost. The cost of DVDs will be, now we are having 20 DVDs and cost of each one is 50. So it will be 20 times 50. So we will get 1000. Okay. This is 1000 pounds. Now what will be total cost? When we are saying total, it means TV plus DVD. So that will be the total. Total will be, now what is TV cost? 6000. DVDs is 1000. So 6000 plus 1000, that will make 7000. So that will be the way to do this one. Yes, Sam, once again, if your mic is available, please, before moving to the next one, I would like to take your question. Or if you are having a trouble with your mic, you can write in the chat.
Yes, sir. Could you explain the standard form?
Yeah, I will come to the standard form also. Don't you worry. Because I'm taking each sheet one by one. Today's lesson is going to be a little longer than usual. So don't you worry. Okay, next is,
sir, thank you.
Did you understand this one? Focus on that one right now.
Yes.
Okay, that's
yes,
great.
sir.
That's great if you understood that one. Okay. Now, next one we are having estimation of this one. Now I think everybody is able to do this one. So that's why quickly I will go through that one. 31, when I will round to one significant figure, it will be just 30 time. If I will round 398 to one significant figure, so this is for significant figure, so I need to leave these, add 1 in this one, so 400. Over, if I will round this to one significant figure, so it will be
60.
60. That's great. Okay, so now it's 30 times 400.
So 1200.
60. Yeah, so 200. Okay, so your final answer is 200.
Okay.
Okay, now for this one also, round each one to one significant figure. If I will round this to one significant figure, it will be just 9. Plus, if I round this to one significant figure, it will be 20. Rounding this to one significant figure, it will be 3. Minus rounding this to one significant figure will be 5. Because you know very well now rounding to one significant figure. Still, please, if anybody is not feeling comfortable with rounding to one significant, let me know. I'm there to answer. Okay. All right, so now what is going to be, now you can just calculate using your calculator. So using the calculator, yeah, that is same DMAS rule. If you remember, you have to follow DMAS. First division, multiplication, addition, then subtraction. So of course, that will be 9 plus 60 minus 5. then 69 minus 5, that will be 64. Follow the Dimas rule. Modern calculator actually directly calculate with the Dimas rule. If I will calculate, look, it will be 9 times, 9 plus 20 times 3 minus 5, that will give you. So modern calculator directly calculate it in this way. Okay, now next estimates. Again, quite easy estimation is there, 31.1. So if I will estimate to round to one significant figure, it will be 30. Rounding this one to one significant figure will be 20. Rounding this one to one significant figure will be 4. Rounding this one to one significant figure will be 5. And now your final answer is going to be 30. You can calculate that one. In the same way, I have to round this to one significant figure. So this is first significant figure 7. The remaining 700 plus 299, if I will round to one significant figure, will be 300 over rounding this to one significant figure will be 2, and rounding this one to one significant figure will be 5. So if I will calculate 700 plus 300 divided with 2 times 5 will give you 100. So we estimated this value. In the same way, if I have to estimate this one, rounding to one significant figure 20, rounding to one significant figure it will be 700 over rounding to one significant figure 20 into rounding to one significant figure will be 5. I'm going quick because we did already, so just for the sake of your checking, I'm going through each one. Into 700 over 20 times 5. So we'll get 140. So the answer is 140. Now for this one, round to one significant figure, it will be 9. Rounding to one significant figure will be 20. Rounding to one significant figure will be 9 and minus, sorry, rounding to one significant figure, it will be 6. So it's going to be 9 into 20 over 9 minus 6. So it's 60. Now again for this one, in a theater, there are 29 rows and each row there are 32 seats. Each ticket costs 19.75. Again, look, first rows, these are 29. So round them to one significant, obviously 30. Okay, in each row, seats in each row are 32. So round them to one significant figure will be 30. Okay, so what will be total number of seats actually? Total seats. Now total seats will be 30 rows, each row has 30. So 30 times 30 will be 900. Now each ticket cost, okay, each ticket cost 19.75 pounds. So round this to one significant figure, it will be 20 because rounding to one significant will be 20 pounds. So now we have 900 estimated seats. Cost of each one is 20. So what will be total cost? So total cost will be 900 times 20. That will be 18 and that is 18,000 pounds. Okay. So the next one also estimate how many books costing 7.05 can bought for $424. Now, right now, what is the cost of each book? Cost of each book is $7.05. Okay, sorry, this is dollar symbol. I will say this one is now what we have to do. obviously we have to involve it in the calculation. So what I will do, I will round it to one significant figure. So when I will round it to one significant figure, so what it will give? It will give 7. Now, the total amount that a person is having, total amount is $424. So round this to one significant figure, it will be 400. Now, how many books we can watch? Look, the cost of one is 7. We have 400 total. So the number of books will be 400 divided by 7. So 400 divided by 7 will be 57 point something. So approximately 57 you can say, because books cannot be in decimals. So that's why around 57 books you can say. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Now next one, quite simple. Estimates 203. So to one significant figure 200. To one significant figure this will be 10. To one significant figure this will be 1. No, sorry, 0.5. Because it is decimal, so this is first significant, need to leave these. So that will be 0.5. So now it will become 200 times 10 divided by 0.5. So we'll get 4,000. Okay, this one again, round to one significant figure, it's 4. Round to one significant figure will be 2. Rounding to one significant figure will be 0.2. So that is going to be, if we will calculate 4 times 2 over 0.2, 40. So I will say it's 40. Now next one, again rounding to one significant figure. If I will one significant figure, it will be 5. So 5 square over rounding to one significant figure, it will be 0.4. Because you know in the whole part we write the remaining digit as 0, but the decimal part remaining digit we don't write 0. We just round to one significant figure directly. So now it will become 5 square divided by 0.4. So we'll get 62.5. That is, in the same way, rounding to one significant figure, it will give us 4. Rounding to one significant figure, 3. To one significant figure, 0.2. Because look, this is first significant. We don't need these, but before removing, it will add 1. So 0.2. So 12 over 0.2 will make 60. Okay. Now, this one, rounding to one significant figure will become 600. Rounding to one significant figure, 2. Rounding to one significant figure, 0.5. So will become 600 times 2 divided by 0.5. Answer will be 2,400. Okay, next, yes, this is a question that no one was able to do. The reason for that is obvious, because I was supposed to do it today, because in previous class I completely forget to about square root questions. Okay, now whenever you have to square root, estimate a square root value without using the calculator. Of course, if you will use the calculator, you can directly do, okay, 20 square roots, and that will give you in the decimal 4.47, something like that. But we have to estimate, and how the examiner will come to know that you did not use the calculator. For every number, there is a number before that, a square number, and there is a number before, after it, a square number. For example, for 20, if we write 20, there is a number less than 20 which is a square number, and there is a number greater than 20 which is a square number. For example, less than 20 is 16. 16 is a square number. After 20, there is a number which is a square number, which is 25, because this is 4 square, this is 5 square. Okay. Now, how you have to square root? For example, I would suggest you one method, because instead of going to the second method, right now go for so go for as less than. This is 16, okay? So you can write square root of 20 like this way. You can write it 16 because it's square number plus what you should add 4. Now, what is the square root of 16? Square root of 16
4.
is 4 plus this one, right as it is, 4 over double of this one. What is double of this one? 8. Now it will be 4 plus what is 4 over 8? If you will take 4 over 8, 0.5. So that will be 4.5. So if directly with calculator, you will take what it will be.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir,
This is a
why
particular
can't we
method. This is a particular method for non-square numbers whose square root we have to take. Yes. Now you can ask your question.
Sir, why can't we take the square root of 4? Like it would be 4 plus 2.
Because it is plus. Remember, if you have a multiply b, you can write square root of a, square root of b. But if it is square root of a plus square root of b, it is not equal to square root of a plus square root of b. That is why this is method. You have to remember, okay? The simple way is, what you need to do is, for every number, before the number and after the number, there is a square number. Write these numbers. In the same way, you can do an alternative method also. What is that one? You can write square root of 20 like that one. You can write it. Now this number minus what? 5. Now what is square root of 25? 5 minus 5 over double of this one, 10. So that will also be 4.5. So any one of them you can use. Okay. Let's go for square root of 51. Now before 51 there is a number 49, because 49 is 7 square, and after 51 is 64. So I will use both methods. Any one of you can use. Square root of 51, you can write 49 plus 2. No, 49 square root is 7 plus 2 over its double. What is its double? 14. So what it will be? 7 plus 2 over 14. What is 2 over 14? 2 over 14 is 1 over 7, which is 0.142857. So I will round it to 0.142. I will just write, okay, 0.142. That if you will add will become 7.142, which finally you can round to 3 significant figures, 7.14. So if directly with calculator, you will take what the answer will be, square root of 51. 7.14. Look. Or alternative way, okay, you want to use this after number, what you can do, this is 51 square root. I can write it 64. Now what should I subtract from 64 to reach to this one? Obviously 13. So now 64 square root is 8 minus 13 over double of 8, 16. So you can use your calculator to calculate it now. 8 minus is, we are having this number, sorry, 1 second. Yes, this, oh, 1 second, sorry, my calculator got closed. Let me reopen it. Okay, it is 8 minus 13 over 16. So 7.187, that you can round to 3 significant, 7.19. Or look, 7.1 to 1 decimal place will go almost same. So this way we can use. Okay. Now for square root of 78, can you please rejoin or rejoin the link?